I'm singing along, Mr. Mouse.
Hello, everybody. How are you on this not so bad Saturday? Yes, and that's the squeaky, that's just me just, oh, hey, that was the wrong knob. Remember, when you're twisting the knob,
Make sure you twist the right one.
Anyway, so how are y'all doing? What's up, just me? We had some of the early crew in here. Joe Russ had to roll. Gassy Masher. Who was here? Frankie, Lock Watcher, Web Divvy, Mr. S, Patrick Creenan. Let's see, I think C2S was in there earlier. Jirage, Steve Outers, Deltic, Mike, Jonathan Hughes, Andy's Computer Tube. What's up? That's a great name. Coach Seagal's here. Jacques Attack, Graham Shaw, Megavolt Meister, Binky. What's up? Jeff Lee, D. Wood, I think Fama, did I say Fama? Zap Sparky, Casper, Happy Little Fox. We got a bunch of people here. How you doing? I'll catch up as we go. And there's the Pianoman. So anyway, real quick, why don't we start with a double toast? One, we'll no, not yet, but we'll do a cheers to the passing of Val Kilmer, who, as far as I'm concerned, was a great guy. Has little issues here and there, but whatever. He was a Gregorian. Amelia was here. I don't know if she still is, but Boozy, what's up? So cheers to Val Kilmer, and also a toast and well wishes sent to Mr. S's cat, who lost a tooth mysteriously. So hopefully Kitty Cat's going to be okay. So cheers to all that, everybody. As far as Val Kilmer goes, my opinion, I still think his best role was his first, Real Genius. My top three Val Kilmer would be Real Genius, Deadpool 2, and Top Gun. But that's just me. Even though it was a not a lengthy appearance in Deadpool 2, it was a fucking hilarious appearance in Deadpool 2. Please remember the guy who died while saving cats in the U.S. I don't know who that is there, Peter Ferguson. Is there explanation here? Wait a minute, what happened up here? Did I already miss one? No, there's... oh, yeah, I missed two. Shit. Or one. Nate Smith, thank you for the 99 pounds. Much appreciated. And Web Devi, thank you for gifting 10 memberships. To J. Christian, Scotty, Razor, Lord Bake, Chrysippus, Jamie, Maddie, Stinky Mole, Jim Harrington, and Henrik Peterson. Most of that was as a welcome back. Got a couple of scumbags in there too. Very nice. 99 pence. Oh, right. Yeah, 0.99 pound, 99. Right. Gotcha. Thank you. Anyway, cheers. Oh, no, right. That was Brad. What the fuck am I? That was Brad Pitt. God damn it. I do occasionally get them confused, so I'll have to reevaluate my my list. I always for some reason, like I guess growing up they were, I don't know, I guess similar enough. But yeah, thank you for that clarification. Holy shit. That's a derpy one. But I know I have confused them in the past. I don't know why. All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and take our first phone call of the night. Yellow. Yeah, I got a bunch of parts that showed up. The new CyberPower UPS showed up, even though we're testing the one tomorrow, which is fine. Some of FAMAS stuff. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. We're gonna put the axles in tomorrow. Well, we're working on the UPS. Or after. Yeah, and I got the truck running. Yeah. I just gotta bleed the brakes. All right, cool. Thanks. Cheers, everybody. Pitt is Boozy's man crush. I think they're Boozy. Probably most men would say they would have some sort of a man crush on Brad Pitt. Like, he seems like a pretty cool guy. I don't know. Good luck with my bleeders. Yeah, they have a... I put, oh, what is that company? Fuck. Popular aftermarket American company that does, like, brake stuff. I got the Russell. I have Russell speed bleeders in them. So all I gotta do is crack them and just pump the brakes one at a time. They have a valve in them so that it'll push the fluid and air out, but it won't let anything come back in. So hopefully that'll be good enough. I mostly just gotta bleed the back. The front half of the front brakes never weren't exposed, but I gotta bleed them anyway because I'm still getting a little bit of squish. But that's probably because it's going through the ABS unit, and instead of having a oh my god, what are those things? What are the equalizer valve in the brakes? A lot of brakes still have a even though they'll have two, a front pressure, rear pressure, and then up to the front, up to the back. They have a lot of them will have a valve in them to like equalize the pressure kind of thing. I forget what the fuck they're called. Proportioning valve. Thanks there, Zenny. Yeah, so they'll have a proportioning valve, and what I think is happening is I'm hitting the brakes, and this one is built into the ABS unit, which just fucking complicates things, or brake compensator, yeah. But this is all built into the ABS unit, which is completely disabled, entirely. But what I think is happening is the fronts are pushing against the rear, and the rears aren't pushing back, so it's still a little squishy. Like I actually drove around the block slowly. As I changed the flat tire that has also been flat since about the time the brakes went. I just put my spare on. I'm going to go get a new tire for that because the spare is questionable at best. But, yeah, I actually got it going. It ran great. I started right up. I keep a 20-watt solar cell on it at all times, so the battery was fine. I did a couple start stops, and it fired right up each time. No drain on the battery, so that looks good. But yeah, I just got to bleed out the back. I'm going to bleed like I said, I'll bleed the fronts anyway, get some fresh fluid in there, but should be all right. Hopefully tomorrow I can do that before it rains. And then at that point, I'm just going to, there's a, what is it, Ariel tire up the road. A couple of like, I guess they're Mexican dudes or whatever. They just use like, hey, here's my tire. You got any cheap what's your cheapest used tire you got? They show it to you. It's usually like 50, 60 bucks for a tire. They throw it on there and you're good to go. So, hit the brake cylinder with a hammer while pushing the brake pedal. Why? I don't think it's stuck. Oh yeah, I've done that thing run for, idle for probably about an hour with some revs, and then I drove it around, and then I let it cool off, and then I started it back up. Am I selling it? No. Definitely not selling the burb. I just need to get it running again because I forced myself because I knew it'd been dragging it on for the past year and a half. So I booked, as I've said a couple times, May 2nd or 3rd, whichever one of those is the Saturday, I'll be camping. Like, I booked camping to force myself to fix the truck because I'm not taking the work van into, like, a chill camping environment. So, that's why I'm just getting to it. But I think once I bleed it, it'll be all right. And then hopefully the engine in the garage is good, and then I can do a second channel of me finish rebuilding and, quote, souping up the engine. So, like 2 overnights there, Fama. Up in, what's it, Harford County? I guess Susquehanna up there. It's in Harford County. But yeah, finally fucking got around to fixing the truck. That was a thing for a while. I know people were asking, but we got a VertoThermoWhoofle coming up here soon. So hold on. Yeah, I'll give it a good bleed. We'll see what it does. Worst comes to worst, if I really want to get fidgety with it, I'll just plumb the ABS unit out of it and install a standard brake proportioning valve in it. Like, that's not a big deal. I can fucking rebuild whatever. Just need to figure out what to do. The call conversation discussed fixing the truck and, getting some of the parts in for the nitro car, including your... Now, well, hold on. We'll do the VertoThermoWhoofle first, then we'll talk about the car parts. So, let's go there. Number 1. One for Freddy. One way over here for some reason. Alright. Floof. Simon says, woofo. So Chris Probert, Chicago Ted, Grant Rennie. Chris. But yeah, so I ordered some parts from China. First thing I got was this sticker pack, which actually has some fucking funny ass stickers on it. Specifically, we'll start with, well, let's see. So it's from RC Mart. Let's see. Look right there. Full support. Whatever the fuck that means, I don't care, but that's definitely going on a car somewhere. But yeah, it's got a whole bunch of stuff that was free. Let's see, this is... Yeah, I guess I got another set of front arms. We have the axles. I got another rear set, so we have a million rear sets. But I ordered the standard axles. Fama sent us, where they're basically fucking half shafts. Those are actually pinned into the hubs, so that if that happens again, it's attached. At least, if it pops out, it'll still stay attached. And I'm guessing these are a lot heavier duty. So thanks for the upgrade, Fama. These we're going to install, in case you weren't aware. Fama sent us this kit, which we've put together, and we got to run for 3 minutes before I broke it. But we'll be putting these upgraded axles in the back. And the extra front axles I have, we'll just keep for the front. Until we run out, and then we'll get heavy-duty axles, if we do, but that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, and I got a bunch of these little clippies because they're fucking fragile in this thing. That it? That. A nitro. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, I got another one. So that way I'll have one on the server as well instead of the old, I have an APC UPS on there with like some crusty ass fucking 10-year-old battery that barely works. It works, but you know, barely. Can we do a toast for he lost his oh, no fucking way, dude. Yeah, hold on. Let's use this one. So Coach Seagal had a pretty awesome parrot. Was like his homie, you know what I mean? I did not know he passed on. So cheers to Steven Seagal's parrot. Sorry to hear he passed away, man. That sucks. It's horribly quiet. Yeah, I guess so. Damn, that fucking blows, man. Any idea, like, well, yeah, I guess, oh, you said you're still in the what the fuck phase, yeah. Huh. Was he like an older dude, or, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, you know, you don't have to, discuss if you don't want at the moment, but we can kind of mix the discussion in as we chat it out if you want. That's good to see you too, Amelia. Check out Amelia's channel, by the way. She does little singy, somewhat sometimes goofy little shorts in there. She's got a cool little channel going on there. She will be a great a great performer or a great artist one day. Parrots normally outlive owners. I've heard that. My derp ass mother had a cockatoo. Like they're the bigger ones, like an all white cockatoo. I think they're the big, and I think she also had two cockatiels, like the smaller ones. Yeah, hold on. Let me do this real quick here. They were okay, but they were a little frustrating at times. If you want to check out Amelia's page, that's the weird link to it. The whatever you didn't give me the regular link, but there's that. Well, she had them for a while. Then I think she got a second of the bigger one, the cockatoo. I don't know what happened to them after she died. I think the person that owned them before, like a decade before, took them back. Thank you. You understand how high some of us are right now. Well, I'm working on it. I didn't really do much for Cannabis today because I was working on the truck. So yeah, I'm still like kind of catching up a little bit. Steven's parrot used to belong to his late mom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's no good. Okay. Let's see. He was about 12 years old, always had a great time with him, but he wasn't right from the beginning. His parents threw him out of the nest, which indicates the bird isn't healthy enough to feed them. Oh. So, you know, not saying this in an insulting way at all. Just it's the only term I know. Does that mean like birds can have like the runt of the litter kind of thing, like cats, dogs, or whatever? Takes a lot of time for birds to raise the chicks. Yeah, no, I feel like that's a pretty long thing, especially for the bigger birds. I watched a video clip the other day of an 85-year-old parrot. Oh my God. Summit was 70 years old. I didn't know like they could live quite that. Like I knew they could live a long time, but I didn't think they could live that long. That's crazy. Pianoman. Let's see. African greys are awesome birds. So naughty and intelligent. Don't piss them off. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, what you got, Amelia? What do you have? They have an instinct to throw one out when they feel he's not going to make it. Oh, okay. I feel like, actually, I just watched a thing on weasels, like right before Clive got on. A thing out, like if you, or not weasels, like ferrets, sorry, herts. How like they always drag you to their babies so that, because apparently the theory is that as long as you're feeding them regularly and stuff and helping them when they get all, babyfied, apparently suddenly they see you as kind of like the leader of the pack and you need to approve of the kids or they'll be like boop and toss them out. I think I've heard that before. I hear chickens are delicious. Well, I mean, chickens are. An old CEO's wife gets a parrot from a whorehouse. The husband comes home and the parrot says, "Hello, Frank." Whoops. Why has your sound just dropped in level? One of the knobs was actually turned down a little bit. Is that better? One of my outputs was turned down a pinch. That's about it. Anybody else notice a decrease or increase? What is Clive's link? I'll give you BigClive's link here. Let's. Oh, not in that window, for fuck's sake. BigClive. YouTube. Kill a mic still streaming. Let's see, big enough. Subscriptions. I don't see any BigClive videos on the front page because I probably watched all of them. Copy. Where the fuck's the chat window? There's one. There's always a chat window on all the computers, just in case. There is BigClive's YouTube link. Electrical teardown stuff, schematics. Like, if you're here and you're not familiar with BigClive, he teaches you electronics. He'll take generally speaking, a relatively small device. Like he's not going to do a teardown of a fucking computer per se, but like ionic breeze things, battery powered devices, shit like that. And he shows you how they work, reverse engineers them, gives you a schematic, and works out. No difference on okay. Well, it was a pinch down, but besides that, everything should be good. Don't forget the Twitch link for live streams. Oh yeah. Twitch. Yeah, now that his live channel is on YouTube is basically dead. Where he was just fucking on. Why do I have to find him?
I've only 2 minutes late. I was signed out because
that's loud. God damn. Why is that so loud? Where is it? Oh, and here is his live link. This is what plays before I come on. All right. Big Frank. Okay, see, visually photograph. Oh, he photographs and prints the actual circuit. Yeah. Like he's I've learned stuff from him. Check him out. Yeah. I'm like anybody else. Like I know 98% of my viewers are big Clivers. So, but there are a couple people here that may not know. Clive is under Scruff's table. No. There's some pistachio shells. Not gonna lie, I keep forgetting to pick them up. But then I eat more pistachios, and you always miss the trash can. You know how that shit works. Yeah. How do you find Will Smith in a snowstorm? You look for fresh prints. Oh boy. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. Live time and chat check. I think everybody's here. And we do have some stuff coming in from the peoples. Let's see. Bottom capture. See what we got. Let's check half of that right now. Why don't we do... Oh, actually, yeah, we'll start that. We'll do a top of the hour toast. We'll start with a video of Vala. Vala and the Soup Crackers. There we go. Oh, turn that down. Jesus. That's probably why that was so loud. I don't know. Those sound fresh. I'd probably suplex the dog to get the crackers back. Because those are good fresh. Put some butter on them. Like a lot of butter on them. Yeah, I know. Me and butter. BigClive's channel, Deltic Engine says, BigClive's channel is awesome for electronics, bits and pieces. His teardowns are fantastic for finding out how electronic things work and how the components go together. There you go. That's a very good description. Ow, what is that? Looks like my aunt and uncle's black Labrador called Licorice. I've known a cat named Licorice before. Right, let's flip this back. There we go. Let's see. Also from Locke, also known as Mr. Pancake or the Pancake Man, we have pancakes. Those, let's see, for scale, I'm guessing those are about 6 or 7 inch pancakes. We got the sausage over there. See, like me, I see that I want to push the sausage away from the maple syrup. Not a big fan of like maple flavored bacon sausage, even getting the drizzled stuff on it. However, the butter is very acceptable. I do approve of that. So good deal on that one. Good butterage. Good buttage. Stuffed with cheesecake filling. Really? What? What did that say? A stack 3 stuffed with cheesecake filling. Even better. I can see a lot of more looks at that. Cheesecake or butter? I mean, either way, we're doing all right. So, whichever one that is, there's a lot of it, and that looks good. So, good deal. Thank you for those. And from Kevin Hardesty, we have the kitties doing kitty things, making sure nobody invades the yard. It's a slightly clearer picture. Man, you can see the leaves outside. A little ring light, blue thingamawobber, and kitty. Kitty. Let's see. D Wood, what's up? Top Smoke. See, D Wood says, not to mention Clive shows the finest non-UK compliant Chinese AC goods. Yes, he definitely finds some things that technically really shouldn't be in the country. Did you know that mosquitoes are attracted to carbon dioxide? Yes. This is from Chris. Oh yeah, that makes sense. At least now you got good exhaust then. Yeah, mine was fucking choking me. I think it was running about 11 to 1 while it was warming up. Old OBD1 system. O2 sensor doesn't heat up until, you get some driving. And Jason climbed a tree today. The kitty cat. Cats love climbing trees. You just gotta definitely keep the leash so they don't end up like up there. Thank you for those kitty pictures. We'll get to the other few that are sent in here shortly. Outrageous odors. The mosquitoes are attracted to carbon dioxide. Yeah, and apparently they're attracted to me. No, I live in Essex. Essex like has a known issue with mosquitoes. It's so bad that, like, you remember in the old days, like, actually some of you may not know, but back in the day, you would get trucks that would drive and spray fucking insecticides through the neighborhoods if the bugs were that bad. We still get that, but now it's like a dry stuff that just kind of, they just kind of blow it into the street and just all over everything, and it's supposed to work. Can we send more photos? Sure. Oh, yeah, if you want to send pictures, it's either like American, like regular text thing, or WhatsApp to that number. Yeah, have there WhatsApp for like international or whoever, or if you're just in the US, or you can do US telephone things, you can text pictures and stuff to that number. But yeah, it's a pretty bad mosquito issue around here. Like, I have like a million citronella candles. During the summer, you smell all kinds of anti-mosquito stuff. Yeah, no dick pic, preferably no dick pics. No mail. Well, yeah, well, we have the email, but keeping in mind that the email, where am I typing? No, wrong, what? No, up there. Email has a weird delay to it because it bounces around to get to me. So there may be a delay, but if you tell me that, why did it do that? Well, you put those together. I don't know why it's separate. It automatically separated it. That's stupid. But yeah, show at scrufdog.live will get me something here. Yeah, I don't want butthole pictures either. Boozy. 22 likes to 93 watching. Sorry, we're just here to do our thing, but appreciate it. Can you typo? I definitely can typo, Amelia. I do typo a lot. Kind of gotten to the point where when I do a typo, I just don't really care unless it's like really important. Like at this point, I'm doing write-ups for work. I'm like, when I get all this shit with like the squiggly red underlines, and I'm like, it wouldn't, if I paid attention, it wouldn't be typoed, but I don't care. They know what I'm saying. As far as most of those people are concerned, I'm just a dumb mechanic anyway. So. Can you find my last huge comment? There's a smile. Oh, there we go. A fellow dancer has a huge dog named Fabio, says Emilio. I asked her once why he's named that. She said, because I'm single. She winked. After that, I never go back to her place, afraid her dog will lick my face. Oh. That's a little rough. What's up, Delta Mike? Lovely. Oh, wait, Chippy. Oh, Chippy. How did I miss Chippy? What's up, Chipmunk? How's my girl doing? Top Smoke says, I'm glad I'm over women. They can all feck off. Well, that's all right. Not quite over women yet myself. Just kind of getting my own shit sorted first, and then we'll see how all that goes. Any new entertaining conspiracy theories? AI is good at making them up. Who knows? I mean, at this point, you can barely, man, fucking, I don't even bother watching any news anymore because most of it is just, they just say whatever they want to fucking say. They don't give a shit. Nobody's going to do anything about it. They can all just lie their asses off. It doesn't matter what color tie they're wearing. They're all full of shit. It's all just about the fucking money, and they're all going to twist any statistics the way they want because that's what statisticians do. That's why they make money. That's why you get a lot of them working for fucking news places because they can make any statistic favorable in anybody's fucking shape, and that's all they do, shit like that. I just scroll through my feed and I get like funny cat meme pictures, malicious compliance stories, and like petty revenge shit. Yeah, Boozy, give us your money and smile, yes. Bend over and smile while we insert our fees. Oh. 30% of cats like dogs, says Top Smoke. Fair enough. Cities under pyramids, anyone, says Deltic Mike. You know, I wouldn't be surprised, because it seems like we're still, as we keep upgrading our like technology, we seem to keep finding new shit out there. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if those were just big fucking spaceships. We just haven't found the control room yet. You know what I mean? Something unusual happened. As far as I'm concerned, something unusual happened when the pyramids, well, that too, but when the pyramids were created, because I mean, I gotta give it to them. It's a little exact for what's going on, and I do kind of think, since you look at the hieroglyphics and there's like animal gods and stuff, I think that just solidifies my theory that all cats are aliens and there are overwatchers until they're ready to harvest. That's why they're always sniffing and licking us to see when we're ripe. Yeah, the American dream. Remember, after your paycheck, you work your ass off. As the American dream. Government takes 40% of what you make. Healthcare usually takes about 5% of what you make, if not more. Obviously, that depends on how much you just make. Then you have sales tax on everything you buy, unless you live in Delaware. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe there are taxes, payroll taxes are higher. I have no idea. But between all the taxes, all the fees, and you have to have fucking insurance, and then you got to pay for more taxes when you want to drive, and then all this shit, like, Americans generally only receive 20 to 25% of what they actually make at an hourly wage. And that's what goes towards paying the rest of the bills, that are actually attached to all the fees. Because, like the electric bill, it's almost $40 in fucking dumbass fees before you actually get to what you use that month. Insurance, there's always the fucking processing fee, the this fee, the that fee, the this fucking whatever thing, and it's all the same, labeled just dumb shit, process this, and it's fucking anything they can do to get an extra $1.50. That's ridiculous. Anyway, let's see. Let's get some more pictures here. We got Red Dwarfer and and there's the Jovinator. Scratch my nose. Let's see. I would love to see a bus trying to be a ferry. Passengers are advised to bring their togs and snorkels. Flip this over. What do we got here? What you need to know. Heavy rains have been lashing Auckland and Northland with weather watches warnings in place for much of the country. All Gulf Harbor ferries have been canceled with replacement buses running. Like I'm assuming there's bridges, or are they just like yeeting them fuckers over the channel with like trebuchets or something? I mean, that'd be cool. Like, see this big fucking bus full of people just like, and then just lands on the other side like fucking Travis Pastrana. I mean, if they got ramps and shit, I guess that'd be all right. Yeah, I don't understand how you replace ferries with buses. It's the Jubinator. Sleepy Jubs. Oh, guy. Yeah, all tuckered out. Transistor radio made by Wacko Japan. Wacko, maybe? I just fixed for a friend. Kids and grandkids had ripped off the 9-volt battery connectors, speaker wires, and smashed the wheels and hood ornament off. Jesus Christ. Need new caps, too. A transistor radio. Okay, that's cool. I still have an old transistor radio I carry around at work because it's good for sniffing out wire guidance signals. Flick it over to AM, and as you find it, it fuzzes out everything. That's a cool little project. Oh, wait a minute. There's another one. Oh, there we go. There's the rest of it. It's almost a Batmobile looking thing. It looks like one of the Batmobiles is kind of based on those body lines. That's cool. Get that fixed up again. A little vroom vroom. Oh, you got the ice sesame. Oh, I forget what kind of spudger I got. It's not the greatest, but it works well enough. President Crispy. What do we have here? Watching King of the Hill together with our propane and propane accessories. Also, why I can't put away the laundry. Yeah, it's having clothing without cat fur on it is pretty much forbidden in any household. Good. Oop, there's Sleepy Kitty. Meow. That was from a couple weeks ago. Thank you for the update on the true president. We have from someone, happy birthday, Pasha. Is the doggy birthday? Appreciate that. I'm not sure who you are, and I will click OK. Maybe if I click the thing there, it'll tell me, but I'll do that later. Then Chippy. I love you, Lamp. Shut up. Thank you, Chippy. That's a fine. I've seen that one before. That's a good one. Eat the lamp. Let me see if I click on that, if that will give me a clue. Does not. Maybe that, oh, that's Jeff Lee. Okay, that's Jeff Lee's Pasha. There it is, I see it. Thank you for that. How old is your puppers there, Jeff? If you're still here. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, there you go. How old is, let's go back for context. How old is puppers? Like, is she, well, I'm saying she, they? Are they 5, or is that just a coincidence? You look for little, I like to try and find subtle clues. Like, that could mean she's 5. Or he's 5. Ba-ding. But yeah, there's Jeff Lee's Pasha. I just heard a bunch of noises. That would be TJ. TJ's making noise. What do we got? Here's the freeloader asleep on his face again. Jesus. So here's TJ's cat, just a little bit tired tonight. I do not understand how cats can sleep like that. Especially when you get the ones that, like, they fall asleep and they're in their face and you just can't see them. Like, you don't understand how they breathe. Hey, what's going on up there? Brasher with 10 euros. Thank you. Hi, guys. As we say in Dublin, Ireland, gear up the yard. It's a local thing. Well, thank you for that, Rasher. How are you today? I haven't seen you pop in yet. Zenzinger's cat, Sandy, will be 5 on 4/20. Well, that's a hell of a good birthday, let me tell you what. All right, thanks for those, folks. By all means, send in more if you would like. Oh, yeah, Rob, I had to submit another copyright thing for the Hulk thing. I think it's funny at this point. Like, you think it'd get a clue after a while. All right, got that there. Got that. Make that go small there. Do that over there. Okay. Rifleman, what's up? The name and convention would indicate female. Okay. Yeah, I don't know Pasha one way or the other. Some kind of conversation going on there. Let's see. Okay, I won't mention him. Oddly, I was asked to wear one for money. I said no. I don't resort to that for, like probably bad clothing. I don't resort to being a model that just lays there like a Barbie. Oh, hell no. You shouldn't. He's 5. Oh, okay, Pasha, he is 5. Oh, good. So I guess right with the 5 balloons. Well, thanks for the picture there, Jeff. Much appreciated. And thank Boozy for 10 gifted memberships to the Gaggle of Goofballs. We've got Big Mac Mike. All right. Coach Seagull, welcome back, buddy. Matt E., Rick, Addy, Wayne, Daz, Henrik, Craig, and KB. Welcome and a welcome back. Wow, for some reason, I feel like that Wayne won. I don't know why. I feel like that one was one of the ones that was like, hey, I didn't want this because I don't know who you are. I don't know, maybe it was something similar to that. But thanks again there, Boozy. Cheers. Oh, yeah, it's 420 somewhere anyway. So cheers to Boozy and happy 420. It was great to hear you say, gear up the yard. Well, I do have Irish blood in me. So I suppose if I ever visited there one day, I would pull some of that out. Like a load of feisty cats waiting to pounce. Morale? Pissed is drunk. Huh? English twat. Yes, pissed or pished. Now, occasionally I hear pished, like P-I-S-H-E-D. Is that like a locality thing? Like, depending on where you're at? Same difference between I'm pissed or pished? Or, like, how's that going? I can hear Tiny Mama. She has been hanging downstairs a lot lately, like upstairs as well, but I don't know why she's just been in the basement a lot. Like, that's why pish is a Scottish thing. Okay, all right. Thank you. Pished is after 24 beers. Yeah. I mean, obviously with drinking comes pissing as well. Did I get your email? Let me see if I can force it through here. Check. I'll let you know in a second here. Let's see if I can expedite it through the bullshit. 2 emails are coming in. Let's see. Jonathan Hughes, I'm English, Irish, Scottish, German, and Russian, and I wound up with red hair. Well, I would fucking think so. Well, actually, like, I see a lot of red hair, like red gene kind of culture or nationality kind of deals going on in there. Yeah. Supposedly I may carry the red gene. We got Flat Cat and looks like Mr. S here. Let's see what, whoa. This week's Flat Cat is apparently I don't know, you're working out or you hanged, like, did you get caught in something and like cartoon stretched? But this week's Flat Cat is very, well, besides the pajama pants looking good there, looking comfy with the flannel, but your legs are starting to match your tail. You look a little frustrated now, so not sure. Oh yeah, Boozy got the hoodie. Yeah, I gotta go through. I need to sort out some of the merch a little bit, get rid of some of the derpy stuff. Like, obviously no one's gonna buy a fucking bikini with my logos on it. It was fun to make, putting the logos right there, but like, we don't need it on there. I just need to kind of unclutter the merch site. I gotta get some dude stuff up there as well. And from Mr. S, we have Misty, who is missing the tooth, and Milo. That. Hold on. What are we doing there? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So this is Misty with the missing tooth. The eyes are fucking great. I love that, like almost like a faded green color. That I like gray cats anyway. Gray cats are cool. Oh, and Boozy, did you hold on, let me make sure I check something here. Did you get my text about if you want to send your floofers in to make sure you send them to the other phone number? Not my phone number. We got Misty and Milo, the evil campfire cat who's getting ready to take over the world. Very floofy on that one. Ooh, oh, I can actually zoom this one. Super floofer on that one. Thank you for those, Mr. S. Appreciated. Hopefully Kitty Cat will be okay. I do know, like, it can just kind of happen like that sometimes, so hopefully that's what that is. Put that there, and Flat Cat down there. Like, I keep the emails, in case you're wondering. Like, I have all the Flat Cats, and, well, most of the emails. Some of them get derped. Oh, wait a minute, we got stuff from Jack Attack, too. Oh, good lord. We have pictures. I think that's about right. So here's from Jack Attack. Some meme pics. And this seems just about right. What the predator sees after chasing me for 10 seconds. Yeah, that's about right. Especially with much as I've been limping the past fucking 2 weeks. What else we got here? The Marshall refrigerator. I've seen those before. Whoa, what in the hell? Okay, so that's working good. Go Google, go. That's a cool little blicky there. And, oh, that's a little tiny beer. That's like 5 drops. I do like the little, the mug there. That's a good mug. Good mug. Good mug. And apparently there's another email. There's a Naked Gun reboot trailer kicking about now. A Naked Gun reboot. Oh no, don't reboot Naked Gun. They're gonna fuck that all up. Ain't no way. Ugh. As long as it, you know what? I'll watch it as a tribute, not a reboot. You know what? Because if I keep tribute in my mind, it will keep me from thinking they're trying to replace the original. So I'll call it a tribute, not a reboot. How's that? What's the number again? Which keyboard am I using here? What? Gee, fuck that all up. I already texted to you. Look at your goddamn text message. But yeah, it's the right number. Yeah, that's the show number to actually get things onto the show. Because I can't. Although I know there's some way you can link your phone to the computer, I ain't fucking interested. Yeah, I heard I heard whisperings of Liam Neeson, which would probably be fine, but I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. What do I have at my Amazon locker? I'm gonna make sure see what screen I'm on here. I'm not even, oh yeah, I'll look later. Minimize that, put that there. Ooh, actually, that's BigClive's thing. You may hear, actually, no. There we go. Okay, all right. I think we're all good here. Screens are good. Uh-oh. In this day and age, we're all genetic mutts, says Zenzinger. No real such thing as a purebred human. Nah, I may not be purebred, but I'm definitely fucking toasted right now, so, you know. Either way, it works out. Graham Shaw, I got detained on the street and searched. Apparently I fitted the description of someone who had just stabbed somebody. But how was I to know that? Yeah, that's I got pulled over my car got pulled over once because apparently they thought I was a black guy. I mean, it was at night, I'll give them that, but my old Cavalier did not fucking match the description of anything on the fucking planet. I think they were just fucking off. But anyway. Web Debbie's out. Have a good sleep. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Oh yeah, and the tear down and check out of the cyber power thing. Yeah, that's tomorrow for those that may have joined late. What does that look like? I got that. I'm dealing with cyber power on a warranty thing. They wanted me to test the batteries, so we're going to test the batteries tomorrow. I'm not really that tanned. Pretty white. It's probably because I have the daylight filter set up to give more color, but no, I'm really not tan. Naked Gun trailer looks good. Already sent the kitty pics to that number. Why don't I see them? That's weird. I see them over here. I don't see them there either. There's a shitload of WhatsApp ones. I guess we'll give that a moment, see if it comes over, because I should pop in right there. I'll keep an eye. I'll look around there, Boozy. Because it usually, well, copyright has been submitted. Yeah. Kyosho. Oh yeah, I got two things going out. Forgot about that. Okay. Be very careful typing kitty pics. Oh, yeah, you probably should be. Soldier Earl, hey Scruff, I was playing D&D with someone in Maryland the other night. Small world, huh? Yeah, I used to be I did one or two camp. I was like one. Well, what? Two, I guess 2 box campaigns and 1 custom campaign when I was a DM, and then like a bunch of little dippy shit. But I had fun when I played D&D. Like I've said before, I really wish I would have kept all my 2nd edition books because we were playing 2E. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just yeah. There you go. Really wish I would have kept all my original 2nd edition books because apparently, last I knew, that was considered like one of the like top tier editions, like Golden Era Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. That's a fucking shame. Anyway. It was Maggie Simpson from what I remember. Well, Maggie Simpson killed everybody. So. Yeah, like Liam Neeson there, Boozy. I don't, like, the cancel culture shit with him a few years ago, like, it gets ridiculous when someone who is, like, a good person now, like, they admit they did something wrong years ago that, like, they learned from, everything's good, everything's done, it's sorted out, blah, blah, blah. They did something wrong, they learned from the experience, it made them a better person, and then, like, fucking, like, 10, 20 years later, people trying to cancel culture bullshit. Some of these cancel culture people just need to be tossed into a fucking blender. They sell for hundreds now. Jesus Christ. That's a shame. Ovechkin matched Gretzky record. Woo! That motherfucker's been playing since... How long has he been playing hockey? For like, what? Like 200 or 300 years? That is fucking great. That's cool to see someone I watched growing up fucking beat Gretzky's record. Because Gretzky's... whatever. Your real name is Liam there, soldier? You're going to go and star in that too? See if you can get like a guest spot. Be like one of the cops at a desk or something. Oh yeah, man. That's great to hear Ovechkin's fucking getting that shit sorted. That's cool. That's cool. Like, I have more respect for him than Gretzky and all his bullshit, so. It's not time to ask me what's for dinner, Fama. That's after 7. Remember, we're back on regular time now, so that would be like about a half hour, we really get into the food talk, because then I will start getting hungry. Especially because in about 2 minutes, we got Pussies and Piano with Pianoman Rob having a couple tunes for us. Where is the CatCam? Spaz is out there. You don't mind all the cardboard shavings all over the floor. The cats went fucking wild this week, and I didn't get a chance to vacuum because I was laying under the truck today. Default says Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky's definitely a shit stain. Yeah, I've just never been impressed with how he carries himself and some of the dumb shit he's done. So, by all means, give Ovi the record. And then Gretzky can shut the fuck up. Mama says, still think Gretzky has a better record because of 2,000 assists. Either way, I mean, you can't have every record, but actual goals, that's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Graham Shaw, the only person I've ever punched was an accident. He moved into my fist as I pretended to hit him. Oh, bloodied his own nose. I feel like I've done almost the same to someone, but I think it was their forehead. I did that too. Rifleman, Scrufdog, did you get the universal bachelor exemption on housekeeping? I do not get that. Oh, I get do you get, or I don't know. I just bought a brand new vacuum. That thing's wicked. And it just kind of sits out too. I just leave it out. I don't even bother putting it away because like it doesn't get in my way. I don't give a fuck. Cats cuddle up to it. But it is time for Pussies and Piano. So assuming Tiny Mama's not going to come up, I'll just give her the food through the door, as I've been doing. And as far as dude's been good. Dude has been chasing me into my bedroom and like cuddling up. Actually, one more set of pictures, then we'll go to Pussies and Pianos. If you want a dude update, this is a pretty good dude update. Let's see. I don't need those. Those are old thumbnails. Delete. And that'll just make this whole process go smoother. All right, here we go. The bottom capture. So yeah, here's a few pictures from this week in the bedroom. Me just chilling, watching TV. There's the dude. So he's been doing that a lot lately. And there's been a couple nights where like we've just gone to bed, and then like I wake up to pee in the middle of the night, and I'll let him out, and he'll go do cat stuff. That was from a different night, and a different night. So like he's been chilling. Like it's funny. I'll open the door, I'll walk in, and all of a sudden he'll just like sprint in real quick, and it's like it's cool, man. I'm holding the door for you. So yeah, dude's doing good. And I saw his brother last night. I went out to top up the food bowls for outside, and his brother came over. So like his brother's still doing his thing. I can only assume that whenever they move, which as far as they still got to get like a house built and stuff, so it's going to be a little while. But I can only assume that, like I said, when they move, we'll just bring his house into my yard. I'll plug in the little heater he's got, and he'll just live in the yard until he either decides to move in with his brother or he decides to just kind of stay outside. That's obviously going to be up to him. Where is Cat Plus Rob? There is Cat Plus Rob. Oh, that's right. Actually, make it 2 Rob. There, now it's on Rob mode. All right. See, definitely a happy kitty. Yeah. It's good that he's adjusting. Oh yeah, he is super chill. The pajama, Garfield pajamas. Yeah, it's the ones I'm still wearing. Where am I kind of cycle through jammy jams? It's funny, he'll still every once in a while, like when he sees my hand, he'll fucking still swat at it, and I'm like, you're the one that like rubs your head against my hand and give him scratches. But I think he's still getting a little overstimulated because, like, as far as I can tell, nobody petted him for like at least 5-6 years. So I guess it's something you kind of got to get acclimated, and but I don't know how much they were petting him when he was over there, because I don't know how much he was in, how much of an inside cat he was over there when he apparently lived there. So I don't know. But anyway, let's get over to Pussies and Piano. That'll give me time to go grab a snack. I got cat. Oh, did I forget to grab the cashews? All right, I'll deal with that. All right, anyway, we'll get Pussies and Pianos going. And go from there. So I'll talk to everybody in a moment. Put that there. Push play and rock and roll. thank you for that, Pianoman. Let's see, CatCam low. Zoop. So Poofers hasn't quite bullied the dude out of the way yet. She kinda does. But that's okay. They're kinda working on it. And Mama's like, she came up to the top of the stairs, but she I had her hanging out in my room yesterday for a while too. He's probably like watching her eat now. I don't know. She's done that before. Like even before Dude was here, she would just kind of spend periods just chilling in the basement for some reason. It was interesting watching him learn how the cat door works too. So it's because the door upstairs, which I never close it, but it has a cat flap in it too. It's the small dog slash, it's literally called the small, or was called the small dog slash big fat cat pet door. So that like worked perfectly at the time because when Spaz was freaking 18, 19 pounds. The dude finished most of his food. I guess, I wonder if it's like a little rich for him and he just kind of like, you know, has enough. I'm not sure. But he definitely goes crazy for like dry treats, like the Temptations. Like he goes like he'll jump around and like he'll goes crazy for those, but this he seems to be like, yeah, okay. Can the camera, that is zoomed out right now. I actually zoomed it in a little bit because it was a bunch farther away. Well, not zoomed in, like I physically moved the camera down. I do eventually want to get a better camera for out there, maybe a little PTZ thing. But for now, that's just kind of what we're working with there. Mine, C2S says, mine won't just push her head through it. If she had to push it with her paw, she has to push it with her paw to get it swinging. Yeah, these, like Ronnie will run through that thing at like 500 miles an hour. Like I have no idea. Like I am truly amazed at well, I mean, he's a ginger cat, so the brain damage is kind of built in. But I'm surprised he hasn't gotten more brain damage hitting that with his head. And I can't believe he hasn't ripped it out of the door. Like he has hit that at full sprint. And like it sounds like it sounds like a truck hit the door. And all you hear is the thing flopping back and forth. Like he does that shit all the time. When he gets the zoomies, it's like fucking like full throttle 500 miles an hour. Rick Astley will let you borrow any DVD from his Pixar collection except for one. He's never gonna give you up. Thanks, Jack Attack. Okay, just wondering what was at the top of the screen. Well, top left, behind Beefcake, that's a, was it a basement bulldog sump pump system. It's got an AC pump, built-in control circuit, and a backup DC pump. You just add one battery and plumbing. Been meaning to replace, I have the same one that I installed at this point 12 years ago. They're supposed to last 10 years. The one I installed lasted 10 and a half years before the main pump bound up, which is normal for cast iron pumps. Like they tell you, look, it's going to last 10 years. Just fucking deal with it. But it lasted that. However, the plastic, or that hard black plastic fucking DC pump still runs just fine and has been for like almost 2 fucking years or something. So So yeah, one of these days I'll actually install that downstairs so that my basement doesn't fucking flood, because who knows how long that plastic pump's going to go. With considering, I mean, I don't know how much quality they put in the backup pump. That they just take a DC pump, yeah, a standard DC pump, and put it there, or do they have slightly cheaper ones because they're not supposed to run but once every 3 or 4 days as like a keep it moving thing? Like, it's nice that that's built into the controller too, that it'll run the DC pump at every interval, once every whatever interval it was, just to make it run, which mine doesn't need, very rarely needs, since I'm at 16 feet elevation over water. I'm on a peninsula, and the Maryland red clay is 18 inches to 2 feet under the house. So all the water comes in through the French drains into the sump pump. So that thing runs once every hour or two, depending on the weather. Josh Homan, what's up? Says, my stinky boy got the zoomies when the leaves blew around. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Okay, what's the roundish thing on the right? All I can see is cat butt, and it looks like a dryer door kind of thing. Yeah, that's the cat door. It's like the flap itself is clear-ish. It's translucent plastic, and dude is just staring at the translucent door, probably because Tiny Mama's on the other side eating her food. But behind me, that's just a corner in the hallway with the basement door there. And the thing, like, that looks like it's sticking out of poofers there on the right, that's like a door wedge. I guess I usually stay kind of behind, like that right there. That's a door wedge. It's usually like up here in the corner. I guess they were fucking around with it. Yeah, there's a cat door there for the basement, and then there's a cat door upstairs for the cat room. That was for when it used to be a bedroom. It's the dude in the door, yeah. It's mad though. I spent hours writing stuff and it ends up only 10 minutes. It sounds like oh, I'm going to do a podcast. Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like a script kind of thing, where you just write and write and write and write and write, and then you read it out and you're like, what the fuck, man? This is a pamphlet. It was supposed to be a novel. Pussy flap. Yeah, I guess we could call it that as well, Mr. Egg Cake. Probably just call it the cat door, but by all means, feel free to use that. It's the door to the cat sex dungeon. Nah, there's no sex dungeon down there anymore. Just a workshop and a half and laundry, and should probably go flush the toilet down there. Try to do that like once a week. Like, I forgot to like maintain the bathroom downstairs, and then I walked in the house one day and I'm like, what in the fuck happened in here? Like, it smelled horrible. And then I realized the trap in the sink down there had dried out, and all the fucking sewer gases were just like wee into the house. That was fucking great. That smelled really good for like a half hour until I aired the place out. So yeah, remember, if you have sinks around the house, make sure you're getting water into them at least, every couple weeks. I don't know, like, what you're supposed to do other than that if you don't use a sink very often. I mean, I suppose you could plug it, but I feel like pressure may build up or something weird, or I don't know. Don't know. I flush my toilet once a week whether I had a poo or not, says Rob. Rob, if you don't have a poo within a week, that's probably something you should have a discussion with a professional about. Yeah, this would be nice with like a decent PTZ. I just gotta find one that's like not fucking ridiculously priced. Still has like a decent picture. Like I'd like to find something like, like trying to find a 4K PTZ camera so that I can dope it down to like 1080. Like I have this camera. That way, like when you zoom in, you're not losing resolution. Of course, this is 1080 broadcasting at 1440, whereas my games are 1440. And eventually, yeah, it's going to be weird on the Saturday streams, but I'm unless I can figure out how to do it differently, but I probably will be streaming it in like ultra wide. Thinking by the summer, maybe 4th of July sale, pick up a 38 or somewhere between 38 and like 40-inch ultra wide curved monitor, which are fucking expensive. Might have to dip. Oh, dude just went in there. I guess he's sniffing around. I may have to dip into the supercomputer fund to afford that, but I definitely need to upgrade my gaming monitor because I need bigger pixels. I don't need more pixels. I need bigger pixels. And I don't want to get a big 4K monitor and run it at 1440 and have fucking smearing for resolution compensation, fucking whatever they call that thing. When you gotta pick a pixel and a half. Anyway, well, this is exciting and all. I'm gonna flip it on back to me. I'll let you know if anything exciting happens. But if they're just gonna sit there, then they can do this thing. Guess we'll see if the dude comes flying back out. So maybe Ronnie is trying to hit the pussy flap G spot by running really fast. Probably not Fama, but I'll keep that in mind if I notice a proper pattern for it. Mojo. Watched Austin Powers last night. Austin Powers 3. Gold member. What about arranging something to drain into the sink such as condensate? What about arranging something to what are we talking about with that? The sump pump? Sump pump has the sump pump when I bought the house was plumbed into the septic plumbing that went outside, which apparently is a big fucking no-no. Which I get because you're pressurizing the shit out of, which granted most of it can handle, but the older stuff can't. Like when you got like clay and shit like I got, like they were pressurizing the septic system. So now it has a dedicated outlet that goes into the drainage, the yard drainage that they had installed. Tiny Mama going to use the scratch pad. Nah, that's Poofers, and she's just sitting there watching Spaz eat. Oh shit, finally joining the big monitor TV game. Says, well, I mean, like, I could just bring my fucking 65-inch 4K in here, but no, like, it was a little tough, sorting out big TV when you can't even see all of it, but, when you have all these monitors, including one over there and one, like, this camera is sitting on another monitor, but you got to get them to fit in there first, and then after that, you polish it. What's up, DJ Bones? But no, I might even be able to fit a bigger monitor in there without having to get a whole new rig. But I'm going to have to turn my OBS monitor portrait to make it fit. I'm going to have to drop the lower monitor down 2 Legos because right now it's held on an arm, but the actual weight is being held by Lego bricks, like 3 stacks of bricks to hold it like perfectly level, because it's fucking perfect. So I'll probably take bricks out of that and just sit it on a single set of bricks. Just enough clearance, so cables can move under it. So that'll give me clearance there. I have about 4 inches I can move the top monitor up. And that should give me a big enough empty spot in the middle if I turn that monitor. So I can fit in there, and then should be good for a while. Because like a 4090 at 1440 is like, that's the fucking butter zone. Here, I'll show you. And it's funny, I have a level sitting there that's always sat there. Hold on, I should probably put on a different screen than that. And that. Here, I'll take a picture. And like the level, like literally it always just sits there because that's the last place I used it. And like kind of, it's one of them things that it doesn't look bad sitting there. It's kind of like, oh, almost fits the motif. What's going on out there? Everybody left. No more food. Okay. Up that to there. Let's pull this back. What happened up there? I've been getting a lot of out of memory errors in Brave and Chrome lately. It's interesting. I don't get it. Like you hit refresh and it's fine, but I don't understand why it's been doing that so much lately. Let's pull this up. Bottom capture. There you go. So that's what supports the weight of a 34-inch ultra-wide monitor. And like I said, the level just sits there. But yeah, there you go. That is, like I said, it's got the arm behind it, but the weird thing about it is the arm, the actual like monitor arm sits, I mean, it's almost even with the left side of the monitor. So like it's even drooping without those little spacers. So that's why I decided to do that, because it was always just floppy, because it's stretched all the way out sideways to support the weight, because the main stand for all the other monitors is in the middle. So, but yeah, that worked perfectly. Highly recommend. Apparently my my boss did something similar. He printed out little monitor catches for his lower monitor to do the same thing. And I'm like, yeah, man, I just use Legos. I didn't print nothing. So, Rasher, why don't you calm down, man? Like, people can have different opinions. That's a big part of this channel and why we're here. Like, screaming about it is not going to help anything. Yeah, I'm not getting that. I need to, I cannot see spending, like, my 4K monitor I have downstairs, like, I spent, like, it was almost like $800 for it when I bought it in 2020, which it wasn't worth $800, really, I don't think. I mean, it's a nice monitor, but I ain't never spending that much fucking money on a monitor again. Especially because I'm looking at the ODMs, like the literal factories that produce the panels for everybody else. There's not a whole lot of them out there. So a lot of the generic ones that you see are the same thing that will be in, some of the better ones like LG, Samsung, was it Inokin, something like that. They're like one of the cheaper ODMs, but apparently their manufacturing process is very similar to the rest. So I'm actually looking at those as a possibility, but I am going to see, like it's funny that of the 5 monitors in front of me, 4 of them are MSI monitors, but the gaming monitor is an LG. Because MSI doesn't really offer much in the 38 to 40 inch ultra wide thing. I think they have one that's a flat screen, and I cannot, like, originally I was against curved screens until I got one, and then I went, oh, now I understand. So I'm not getting, like, anything under, I mean, like 27 inch flat, that's fine, but anything bigger, like a curved screen really is useful. So I don't know. I just gotta sort it out. I'm still looking to get 120 hertz TV, says Enzinger. Yeah, the one I have, the one in the living room, it's a 2014 Sony Bravia, whatever fucking their top model was in 2014. I just bought it towards the end of 2015 when they were just like, get it the fuck out of the store kind of clearance thing. I think that's 4K 60? I don't know if that's 60 or 120. Probably 60 considering the age of it and the technology of HDMI. But it's still pretty good, and it's 3D. Actually, it might be a 120 when it's in 3D mode. Something like that. But that's one, yeah, you put the glasses on, and that's some wicked shit playing some old Call of Duty. When you're doing that wingsuit thing in one of the Call of Duties, you're flying through the mountains in a wingsuit. Like, that was pretty wicked with 3D glasses on, ain't gonna fucking lie. I do miss using them. Yeah, typically for TV, 60 hertz is enough. But yeah, the 120s are a bit smoother. I mean, I can see the difference. It's sad. My old ass eyes can still see the difference between 60 and 120 hertz. It's, I don't get it. Like when I upgraded the side monitors from 60 to 120, they became so much clearer to me. Ugh. But I haven't looked at TVs in a really long time because my 52 inch that I bought in 2001, I still use that every goddamn day. That's my bedroom TV. And the 65 inch that I bought in 2015, I use that a couple times a week, maybe a little more, you know, depending on what's going on, what me and the cats are doing. But, I mean, they seem to be doing fine, so I'm not really looking to replace them until I have to replace one of them. And whichever one I replace, whichever one goes bad, the old one will be in the bedroom and the new one will be in the living room. But yeah, so I'm not in a rush to replace stuff if I don't need to. That's why I'm not like in a super hurry to replace this monitor, because like we'll get there. It works just fine. Just fine. Mr. A, did you swallowed your own beerf, Mr. AK? Is that like barf that's in your beard or something? Beer barf? Yarf barf? Graham Shaw left. Damn, missed that. Yep. 6 a.m. Where was I? I was just running my mouth. Some web browsers seem to just eat memory, says Deltic. I have a usage indicator on my taskbar. My PC only has 16 gigs, but my main has 64, so I don't worry much about browsers eating RAM. Yeah, I mean, currently has 32 gigs of RAM. Like, obviously, fucking Brave ain't eating up that. But I, going to put 64 in it because I have 64 gigs from the other motherboard. I may end up putting that 11th gen motherboard in there and seeing if that weird reset problem persists. The only scary part is if it does, it's going to persist on the computer that is actually doing broadcasting. So obviously I'm going to have to test that when I'm not streaming for a few days, if I decide to do that. That's just one of those things. It's like, this is kind of an important thing. I don't want to break shit like when I'm trying to do a stream. Although the gaming computer would obviously work fine for streaming, it's just not set up at all for it. Except for a generic OBS on it, which pretty much doesn't really get used. Especially now. The only reason I installed OBS on the gaming rig was to record, because the studio rig couldn't record and stream at the same time with the 3060 in it, but with the 4070 Super, it could not give two fucks. And that's at triple the bandwidth. I don't know. They tried to kill Einstein with a time machine. Yeah, they phased it in. They tried to drop it on his head like a piano, but I think he farted and it moved out of the way or something like that. Oh, Fama were you running on Top Chat? That's a shame. You missed a lot then. Yeah, I mean, I understand why Top Chat's there. It's the default for people that don't want to see whatever, but that don't want to see questionable content or whatever, especially for creators like me that have filters turned off, except for like the super harsh, well, supposedly super harsh words might get blocked, but you done streaming, Mike? How'd that go? Did you get that second key card done? So yeah, there's Kill Mike. He just finally hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you like gaming and stuff, like if you haven't heard already, which I'm sure most of you had, go check out Kill Mike. He's in that support link thing I got. But yeah, he finally hit 1,000. And then he did well, in game, he did a bunch of mushrooms and cleared an abandoned bunker. And had a good time, apparently. I am out of coffee. I guess I'll go to water. What about knitting communities who fight over not having enough sticks to work with? Is that needleless violence? Are you teaming up with Jack Attack there, Soldier? No, don't kill a mic. It's kill a mic. Yeah, no, that's my thing. I have the happy trigger finger for that. Oh, hold on here. Oh, there we go. One of these days, I'm going to duct tape a microphone to my neck so you can hear that kind of shit. Oh. You didn't see Rasher's? Yeah, Rasher was getting a little riled up. Yeah, we're all here to try and understand each other's points of views, and we don't all necessarily run off the same facts or, quote, fact sources. So, but we all gotta sort out our differences. There is an issue. The reset problem could be a hardware fault somewhere or a hardware config issue. Worth going through device manager, checking the drivers. Oh yeah, no, I did a lot of that when I was troubleshooting, going through all the different drivers, driving different versions. So I don't know if it's on the motherboard itself, and this is completely different than the cyber power thing. It's a completely different issue. Everything's different. But yeah, I want to see just in case there was a weird hardware thing with the old setup and the old hardware that was in it. Plug it in, test it out. What'll probably happen is I'll probably do it like when I did the big upgrades. I usually do them on Saturday nights. I get done this stream, punch the microphone as I do, and that gives me like a lot of time until Wednesday. And worst comes to worst, like if something really bad happens, I can use this phone and just clamp it over the desk and do Wednesday streams, like as an emergency stream. But yeah, I'll probably do that on a Saturday night. Swap out the motherboard, put the 11900K, the i9, take out the i7, put in the 11th gen i9, which is also seems to be kind of important because Windows is cutting support for a lot of OEMs at the 10th generation. So that's the other reason I like the 11th gen in there. Get the 64 gigs in there, get the better memory, a little better speed. And then I'll have that one for backup. But whichever one, like if the 11th gen works and it is sorted out, it was just some weird thing, then I will keep the 10th gen as backup in case something fails and we need to stream. I can slap that sucker in there. Like I'm not going to build a separate computer or like, get rid of it. That will be the backup in a box just in case something goes wrong, which I doubt it would, but who knows. We could do a neck duet. Mine is like Big Rice Crispy. What? Oh, a neck. Oh, right. Gotcha. A neck duet. Gotcha. Yeah, mine, Yeah, mine's like Rice Krispies with some fucking few sticks of dynamite thrown in there. That thing really pops hard sometimes. But yeah, I mean, the test, luckily the test is relatively quickly. All I gotta do is just plug a monitor into the motherboard and, see if it fucking crashes. So it'll be a quick test. Like, I am kind of considering maybe not even putting it into that machine, but just giving it just the basic IOs, plugging a power supply into it, and then just plugging a monitor into it as the main monitor and trying it. Like, I may end up doing that as a test bed as opposed to fucking with the studio PC. At least that'll be a lot easier to deal with. Someone's been put on the naughty step? Yeah, looks like it. Stupid naming scheme. Yeah, I don't. If you're talking about Intel, yeah, I don't understand why they just changed all their naming schemes as well. That seems kind of dumb. Like I don't understand why. When you have a set, very recognized step, very easy to decode what it is. Oh, it's a 13900, it's a 13700. Oh, well, guess what? It's a 13th gen. It's a 700. That means it's probably an i7 or is an i7. Yeah, like you can go by the numbers and tell exactly what it is. But then they decided to go with 285s and Ks and all this and whatever's, and that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, what are you trying to hide besides the fact that the 280 series is fucking garbage? Like, even with all the crashing and all the microcode issues, the 14900K is still superior than their latest generation of garbage. Dinner. For dinner, I know later I'm going to do a baked potato, but as far as directly after the stream, I'm probably going to make some tater tots. All right, just going to do some tater tots, like just a light dinner, so I can really gnarl into that fucking baked potato later. So it's a very potato-y day, I guess. But I was eating chicken most of the day, so it'll work itself out. Jonathan, you never had apple cinnamon Cheerios. They are delicious. You buy them like that. Not something I make. Oh no, yeah, apple cinnamon Cheerios are fucking awesome. I've had them a few times. I usually get the sometimes I'll get them, but I generally get Honey Nut Cheerios. Like, as far as cereals go, it's usually Honey Nut Cheerios, or if I'm feeling like I need a sugar rush, I'll get Cocoa Krispies or Cocoa Puffs. The generic Cinnamon Toast Crunches are good too. There's real Cinnamon Toast Crunch, half of it is like wheat squares and half of it is Cinnamon Toast Squares. Generic Cinnamon Toast Crunch is all Cinnamon Toast Squares. And I still need to find some rhubarbs. Oh, I guess it's getting warmer. I'll start to, I definitely have to get over to Giant and just ask somebody at the very least. Like, do you do rhubarbs? No, okay. Go to Richardson Farms. Do you do rhubarbs? No. Okay, well, I'm here. I'm going to buy some of your awesome fucking jellies and jams. Cinnamon Life, yes. Buy McCormick's cinnamon sugar. Like the premix they have, it's the perfect motherfucking ratio. Remember, when you make cinnamon toast, don't just slap the butter on there and move on. You got to go edge to edge, folks. Cover all the toast, baby. Like, there's just so much wasted when you don't hit that crust with the butter. And don't be afraid to put a little extra butter on there, because as soon as the butter is melting, it doesn't even need to be all the way melted. You put that cinnamon sugar on, and then it soaks into the butter. It gets dark brown. So you do another coating, and it soaks into the butter. You just keep doing coatings until eventually it's all dry on top. And then you go ahead and back off, because it will soak through a little bit, but just make sure you're putting way too much on there, okay? That's the best way to work. And you got to hit edge to edge. Nobody likes a blank piece of toast when there's cinnamon sugar involved. Yes, you're edging the butter. Abso-fucking-lutely, Fama. In every way. You're edging that bilge.
I can close that one. That up, bring that up. That can go that way, put that there. Okay. All right, got all my windows sorted back out. If Cocoa Krispies are toasted rice dusted with cocoa, then I love their yes. Sometimes I get them as a healthier alternative to chocolate. Yeah, it's basically, yeah, they're just Cocoa Krispies that are brown, you know, just covered in chocolate. They are really good. Snap, crackle, pop the whole way. Oh, we missed a 420 somewhere. Let's go ahead and hit this with this. This is my key lime pie sativa. I rarely get sativa, but I decided to go for it this time. So, happy 420. Take a shot, take a drink, scratch your butt, pinch a nipple, pet your cat. Either way, cheers. All right, so what are y'all having for dinner then? If Mama's having something probably brilliant. Is the pancake man still here? He should have bonus pancakes. Sometimes I still do pancakes. That's one of my favorite things to do at night is just pancakes. Well, pancake for me. I just do one big ass fucking pancake. Man, we're not much of a political channel, so you know. If you need that brown flavor, then just cook with brown butter. Which brown? Any brown I like is just chocolate. I know what churros are. They're dough and cinnamon sugar mix. Churros are good. Churros are good. I'm not going to ban you yet, Pianoman. Well, you're still on probationary, but you know we'll see how that goes. No way. I just had key lime pie vape. Definitely an indica. Yeah, this one they're calling this one a sativa, so maybe it's a slightly different version, or people just calling whatever people want to call it. But this I can feel the which one is it? It's citrus. I can feel the citrus flavor in it, which is usually indicative of a hybrid or sativa. God, what is that? I'm totally out of I haven't thought about the things. It's THC, CBD, and the terpenes. Which terpene tastes like citrus? I know it's something citry or whatever, but I can definitely taste that in it. Which, like I said, this particular one, it definitely means it's leaning sativa. Let's see. C2S, you're lovely ladies. I'm trying a sample of my plat smell of citrus with a little cheese funk. Not much taste, but hits good in the head. Ah, there you go. Especially if it's a little early, it'll hit, you'll tend to get a little more head before body. The longer it matures and cures, you'll get more of that body hit. You know, assuming it's an indica. Mr. S, I had potato roasty, and cheese schnitzel for dinner. What is the potato roasty? Is that just like a sauteed potato thing with something going on with it? Like I got cheese schnitzel. That's word. That's cool. Not sure what a roasty or rosti is. You're getting more ahead? Not right now, Fama. It's been a little while. But I don't get much of a head high anymore, which is a damn shame. Fama, I'm having pork cubed, fried, crispy outside, soft inside. Then add potatoes, then mix it all together. That's good. I'll do that. Sometimes look at like the cube potato or not. Yeah, like the cube. What are they? New potatoes, like those little tiny potatoes. You can get them cubed. A lot of times I'll take them and fry them up and then throw in like some sort of meat with a little sauce, like maybe drizzle like a little bit of like gravy in there just to build a sauce. That usually comes out pretty good. I actually got some more chicken in there I got to cook up. Probably do something like that. Limonene, that's it. Thank you. Yes, soldiers. Yeah, limonene, pinene, and citrul. Yeah, limonene is the one I was thinking of. I knew it had something like the name was citrusy, which would be the limon. Yeah, this definitely, I don't have the package for it anymore. But yeah, this is definitely high in limonene, which is fine. I don't do sativas much, but it's nice to bring in the additional terpenes, like on top of your mix. Like you do like a couple of vapes at the same time, and it can kind of help compound itself. They can play off each other, besides just having additional, THC going in there. Oh, you're a flavor chemist, like an actual flavor chemist, or you're just damn good at the strains? I knew, see, my aunt was a flavor engineer or something at McCormick's. Like a couple people, at least two, maybe three people in my family worked at the original McCormick's in Hunt Valley. For quite some time, actually. Retired from there. Mr. S has amnesia in the Volcano hybrid. I remember the Volcano when that monster first came out. You're 30 years in the flavor industry. No shit, soldier. That's fucking cool. That's awesome. Like I know, like that takes a special kind of like taste buds slash thing to be able to do that kind of stuff. That's really cool. Really cool. Chris likes the more piney stuff. Taste fresh. Yeah. Like with sativas, you're usually you're usually more high than stoned. That's how, as we've discussed, high is usually, you smoke a sativa, and for most people with sativas, it'll give you a little more energy, still get you high, like buzzed, but it's with more energy to go and like get shit done. Where then like typically in the evening, for most people, indica gets you stoned, which would be couch locked. Stoned meaning you're just heavy and not that I can get that stoned anymore, but it is also nice to mix them. And then you can get hybrids, which just kind of, give you a good buzz or whatever. But sativa is Satan, says Fama. Yeah, some people do not do well with sativas. It's when you see people get really like paranoid after they have a whatever puff smoke or whatever. If they get super paranoid, it's usually like one of the first times they've done a strong sativa, because it gives you that energy. But if you don't know what to do with it, it becomes a more nervous energy, especially if you're like worried about getting busted or whatever. Obviously it's all medical is fine here, even recreational is fine in Maryland, but that extra energy is what drives the paranoia. So yeah, some people, even after years of smoking and in a comfortable environment, like still sativa will fuck them up. So you got to watch it. So watch, if you ever use cannabis, the first time, 2 or 3 sometimes you use it, it's going to be weird. It's not going to be what it's supposed to be, generally speaking. Like you are really waking up your endocannabinoid system in your body. So just do a little bit. Like don't sit there and take a puff and go, all right, well, I'm not high yet. 5 seconds later and take another puff. Like you got to time them out. Ask Ed. But just take your time with it. And then once your endocannabinoid system is awake and doing its thing, like I said, second, third, fourth time, like it really comes in and the chill comes in. And never do sativa the first few times. That will drive your paranoia and make it a crappy experience. Always use a pure indica strain. First time, or few that you use cannabis. And then once you get used to it, experiment with hybrids a little bit before you go to a sativa, just so you don't accidentally throw your shit off. I know what chemicals smell like. Oh yeah, I imagine so. Chris, I don't like sativa. It makes me see things. Not heard of that rash, like, or what? Rash? Not heard of that, symptom? Reaction, not rash. Reaction. I've not heard of that one before, but you know what? Everybody's going to be a little different. That's a shame. Yeah, I could see, like, if that really fucks you up that kind of bad, you got to watch what you're getting. That's the kind of thing where it's legalized and you can actually buy and see chemist results on the package when they test the batches. It's very useful for people that are sensitive to different strings or in different types, different terpenes, that kind of thing. I once saw my cat rush past my feet. Are you sure you weren't just so high that it, like, you just didn't see it for like a couple minutes after it happened? Like suddenly you go, oh, just checking, you know. How did I not? See, I have an image from Boozy on Google Voice from previous. I don't know why yours never came in. I know you said you sent some. I'm not seeing them anywhere. Even on my phone. Is that John? Yeah, John Marsden is streaming now too. That's weird. I don't know why your shit didn't come through, Boozy. Double check the phone number. Because Boozy's got some super floof kitties too. Here, let me type it one more time. Make sure I type it correctly. That would help, dumbass. I love Cartoon Land. Cartoon Land? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, okay. What drinks fucked you up, Boozy? Scroll? Well, Boozy generally has a very intoxicating Saturday evening, from what I understand, which is that's the show number. If you want to like send pictures of your cats or dogs or anything relatively cool, send a picture to over. If you want to like either send it just for me or you can send it like the whole show to show everybody. I would recommend watching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which is a great fucking movie. The first time you smoke too much weed. Oh, yeah, okay. WhatsApp or like American phone system, US phone system. Because it's a Google Voice number, which means it works for the US, I guess America, I don't know, maybe Canada too, I don't know. But for internationals, yes, it's also on WhatsApp. Since the WhatsApp seems to be popular among the biscuit heads, I may try to grab that one up. Knockers? Yes, knockers. The worst mistake I made, says Jonathan Hughes, was taking too much the first time. Yeah, that's usually what happens. You take too much, you kind of, like, for me, like, in between my sessions of, I quit smoking here and there kind of thing. Just came through, Boozy. I always smoked too much, and that's when you get sick. Like for me anyway, I got like nauseous, really sick, and it was weird. I had to eat something so that I wouldn't get sick. And like one time I even fucking like just blacked out, basically, well, greened out. Like I was just like, "Ugh," just fucking done. So that's why you got to be really careful when you first do it, because your endocannabinoid is going to get smacked in the fucking face like a big fucking, like big perp from fucking Scum, big giant perp, just gonna fucking crack you if you do too much the first time or two. So take your time, take a breath. Yes, that reaches me. All right, let's see. What did the boozy send of the floofs? Okay. Not a floof picture, but you know, still a good picture. Is that your googly eyed laptop giving Dell some special lovin'? That's from the boozy. And rate my chili. All right. Oh, wait. There's the angry floof. You sent that picture before. You're going to have to send a fresh one. You sent that picture February 22nd. So we're going to need a fresh floof there, boozy. Whose chili is this? So, okay, that's you. All right, figured. So here's some chili. I sold it. That looks pretty good. I'm not big on sour cream. I will accept it if need be, but the rest of that looks good. I would go, only because of issues in the past, I would go lighter on what I do believe is cilantro right there, or whatever the other word. I know there's two different words for it. But the chili itself, with that cheese looking good, the chili looks nice and thick. That is how chili fucking should be. Like, I know people that think chili should be soupy, and I just want to be mean and do bad things to them. Chili should be thick. That looks like a good, thick chili. Coriander, yeah. Cilantro, coriander, yeah. Like, I like a little bit in there. Like, I do like a pinch in there, but in the past, it's just, like, I might as well have fucking been eating cilantro salads every fucking night. But, yeah, that looks good. What do y'all think? Let them know what you think there of the chili while we got that going. Be good from looks, obviously. I mean, unless you want to like send us all a bite, that would be cool. Oh, yeah, I'm really fucking hungry. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the hungry as well. Where's all these bing bongs coming? Boozy with some. Let's see. That's another recycled picture. Okay, there's two fresh pictures in there. All right, cool. These, or yeah, there's two. Okay, that'll work. So here's a super floof from Boozy. Still can't. I just don't understand why sometimes I can zoom and sometimes I can't when I'm using Google products. There's one of Boozy's floofers. There's a picture we've seen in the past of the other floof with that super floofy tail. Yeah, look, I didn't notice you got shit on the wall. That's cool. I gotta get ready to get all that stuff done in the cat room. The / old office, current cat room. Floof squad. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's a nice little setup you got there. Please don't let the cat out, no matter what it tells you. Absolutely. That's a cool little cat system. I've been looking at something similar. I know if you look around, you can kind of find them in sets and shit. So that's cool. I like that. Obviously, they like that too. That's a cool little house there. I have to get with you on how you got this, where you got this stuff. Because that's pretty close to what I was looking for. Of course, then again, it may all be custom. I don't know, but yeah, that's cool. Thank you for those there, Boozy. And we have more bing bongs coming in over here. Let's see. Oh, did I show? today. Did I somehow? Oh, I didn't get to. I didn't get to Benji, or did Benji? Did you just send? No, that's weird. How did I miss Benji's? Like, what happened there? I don't know, but yeah, here's stuff from Happy Little Fox Benji. I think I just got something from you, so I'm guessing you're still here. But here's the classic workbench again. Oh man, I remember doing those little fucking gritty paper. Oh my god. Holy shit, that's a lot. That brings it back. Yeah, actually, the mat right there Benji has, I think that's the same exact one I have, except I have the blue side up. They got the green side up. That looks like the same mat that I have, and that I think I may have a miniature version like that. I think I accidentally ordered one of them too somewhere. I like the mat setup. Guessing, is that like a little can't tell. It almost looks, could be a digital multimeter or oscilloscope or something. I like the tray thing there. It's good design. Orange, of course. Nice looking relay. It might be a relay. Looks like a relay. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Janky ass zoom. Zoop. Oh, here we go. Here's the deets. The deets. What is that? That's a 555. Oh, that looks like 555. Two resistors. Is that a variable capacitor? It's a trim or something. Might be a variable capacitor. 0.01. So that's probably a trim cap. Alright. Cool. And there's Neighbor Cat. Looking fluffy as usual. More Neighbor Cat. That's a great looking thumb already. Wow. Wow. Neighbor Cat doing Neighbor Cat stuff, not giving a shit about the goldfish. And ooh, okay. What's that? Baked beans, toast. That's pretty biscuit heady, biscuity. The cherry tomatoes on the side, is that typical, or is that just an addition thing there? But that looks pretty good. I've had that a couple times in my life, and when I first heard of it, I thought it was weird as shit. But that's actually really fucking good, especially with the cheese on there. But I mean, cheese makes everything fucking good. But no, that looks good. That's good stuff. What else we got here? Jack Attack style joke from Mr. S. It's a blind date. I can't see a fucking thing. Oh, Christ. Blind date. Yeah, right. Hold on. That. Okay, that's good. And Battle Iron Claw from Radio. Ow. Shack. From Lock Watcher. Battle Iron Claw. That's something similar, right? Similar? Fuck, similar. The Armatron from Radio Shack. Hold on a sec here. I will never get used to having to lay under vehicles. Well, my neck will never get used to laying under vehicles. I'll tell you what. Customize the remote to operate my Commodore 64. Huh. Oh, so you can control it through the C64? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess that's just, or is that just standard IOs right there? I guess. Like high and lows. If that's the case, that seems like that would be fairly easy if you know how to code it out. Very good. Nice. Treads and a claw. Check the next picture. There you go. Yeah. Clear, text. Okay. That. All right. All right. Well, thank you for those, everybody. Our cat is 16 years old. She still goes out at night and is fairly nimble. That's good. A lot of outdoor cats don't like inside outdoor cats don't live long lives just because of the outdoor things. Outdoor dangers, but that's cool. It's good to have a nimble kitty cat even when they're quote older. Because at 16, that puts a cat like over like into about 100 years old based, on human scale. What link did you put? The red thing, gray or cat? Okay, I don't see it there. Which link are you talking about there, Boink? I see something about cilantro and rancid butter. I guess whatever it, and I'll see. Black Watcher, in my father's attic, I have an original Max Steel robot. It's been there since the 80s. Max Steel. Why does that sound familiar? Max Steel robots. Oh, yeah. I knew somebody had one of these things. Sorry, I don't have like an anonymous browser right now. That's when I did continue to date Ace in a pool table, but I ghosted her later. Okay, I already know what the first half of that is. Something about a bad date. I've had to ghost a date before too. When boy, that was some old bullshit when she showed up. I suddenly had something to do, and then I just rolled. I think I've done that twice. But that was when it was just some hokey ass bullshit. When you finally meet the person, you're like, what the fuck? How fucking old is that picture? Ugh. You need everything to be clean. The Vera board is the modern fiberglass one. Ah. I can remember the board game Dark Tower seeming high tech. I kind of remember that game. I never had it myself, but was it Jeremy? Jeremy may have had that. I know I played it at some point. Just don't remember when. I made circuit board with reed switches. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. For the interface. Okay. 555 timer. Yeah. The red thing. Oh, the red and the gray blocks are caps. Okay. Huh. All right, where are we at here? What are we doing? 759. 749. I use FP4 circuit boards, no problems with toner transfer. Yeah, I use the, most of my breadboards now are either completely blank, or there are the green boards with, a million tinned holes on them. Kind of depending on what my plan is, it depends on which one I use, or how many components, or the layout, or whatever. But I still go back and forth for some of those. And every once in a while, I'll just build a skeleton, especially if it's just like a prototype that isn't overly complicated. Rob Pianoman says, my funny but tragic last date. Oh, that was the one you ghosted. Oh, okay. So your last date was a ghosting? There you go. Man, I haven't had a good see you later, Rasher. Have a good night, man. Be groovy out there, you know? Be groovy. I haven't had a good man, when's the last time I had hard apple cider? Fuck, man. It's probably like 2015. Well, I stopped drinking in like 2016. I didn't quit, not because I just forgot to drink. So I just stopped. Um, I guess so. It's probably like about 2015 was the last time I had a good hard apple cider. I really kind of do miss that, but not really interested in drinking alcohol either. I think I'd rather just go get regular ass apple cider and drink that. Benji says everything I build looks like it was done in the 70s. You know what? Mine's pretty fucking close to the same thing. So I feel like whatever works for you, man, like fucking go for it. You never ghosted me, Mr. A Cake. You've missed a couple streams, and that hurt me. That really hurt. Like we all cried as a channel. We had group crying. So careful, careful. Don't bring up the emotions. Like that was hard work. My hand tremors are horrendous. Oh yeah, that's always fun. I get kind of still get the shakes a little bit more. Maybe sometimes a little bit more than I should. But whatever it looks like there, Benji, who gives a shit, man? As long as it works, it's all that matters. People that are so worried about what their circuit looks like over functionality, like you're in it for the wrong reasons. So, Soldier Jai, I managed to replace the battery pack in my mobile phone gimbal. All right. Yeah, actually, fuck, I gotta like plug that thing in. Because if I'm going camping, hopefully there'll be enough signal there I can still do a live stream, but I'm going to want to probably record a couple videos. Is that thing in this room? Where did I put it? Hold on, it might be on a shelf. There's still so much shit on these shelves that I haven't figured out, like where the hell is the blah blah blah? It's like on a shelf. Hold on. Oh, there it is. See, it's on a fucking shelf. Like I bought this. When did I buy this? Like a year ago? For like when we go hiking, because I got tired of asking permission to borrow the old work gimbal we had, which was an Osmo 3. This is it's a 5 basically, but it's an SE. But yeah, this old guy. Hold on, let me make sure I do this so I don't the right way so I don't break it. Yeah, and then like this is the fancy one that's like got the magnetic. Fuck, watch your fingers. That's the phone thing. But is this? Does this have? I don't even know how you turn it on. I guess that button. It may be completely dead. Trigger? Nope. Yeah, like I used this thing like once. It's probably dead. Oh, nope. Just gotta find the right button. And like it links into your phone and shit. And is it supposed to be doing stuff? I don't know. Seems like it's not really doing anything. I don't know why that is. Oh, something just happened. It's trying to do something. I wonder if it just needs it. Well, actually, it may just be because it's not detecting phone. I have noticed on these. I think if it doesn't detect like the weight of a phone, it's just going to tell you to fluff off. So let's attach a phone. Let's see how balance. I know you got to balance these things a little bit too. That's actually pretty good.
Can't really go over much more because then it's going to be on the power button. But let's see if that does it. Oh, yep, there we go. Yeah, now that it has the weight of the phone. So this is so we can go hiking and like, you know, it does that balance thing, kind of whatever deal. Hold on, let me. This way. Is that a double tap? Yeah, there it is. You can change the thingy of it, but that way, you know, as you're walking, as you're Christopher walking down the path, it does its best to, you know, hold steady. But that way you don't get so much as you're walking. Like you can kind of hold it a little bit sideways, and as you're walking, it still kind of balances out a little bit. But I definitely want to. Oh yeah, and then you can just take it off. So attach the phone clamp. But they're nice. It's just the only other thing, it's another thing to carry around. But like, yeah, I guess you get used to it or whatever. But yeah, I finally want to put this to use because as soon as I bought it, we stopped fucking hiking. Well, I'm sorry, I stopped hiking for some reason. So that's no good. That there, that there, that and there. Where's the clampy thing? Clampy, there's the clampy thing. Alright. So yeah, hopefully I'll take that with me when I go camping since looks like that's actually going to be a thing since it looks like the truck should be fine. I'm going to go out tomorrow and do I have a link handy for my Atari stream? I can get one relatively quickly. And I'm going to just go here, go to content, go to live, look for the Atari. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Click that, get shareable link. Go back over here. This is my Atari. This is when I was playing my Atari 2600. Like, from like 1981 that I converted to HDMI and USB powered. But yeah, there's that link if you need that. Mountain cats. Do you have mountain cats? I don't know. I mean, we got mountains out in Western Maryland. I guess there's big kitties out there. That seems to be where they hang out. Give it to Stacy. She will give you some useless footage. I'm sure there's a lot of people that could give me some useless footage on that. I'll get that tuned up, plugged in. I guess I'll install the app on the phone too. Because I am also probably this summer going to get the DJI, one of their action cams, so that we can attach it, one, to the drone, so that we can do two perspectives of the drone when we're flying Mavis, and put it on the car as well. So that eventually we'll be able to do live streams where you're on the car instead of just watching it, you know, or whatever. You'll be on the car because apparently the DJI action cam system, you can, you know, as long as you can get a live view on your cell phone, which apparently you can, I guess. I don't know what the range is, but something like that. But hopefully we'll be able to do that and live stream like the car or whatever else we got going. The Atari is not great right now, but they're whatever. Watching Scrufdog demo the phone stabilizer like that reminded me of the pro camera operator who taught himself to be his own Steadicam. Perfect shots even running around with no extra hardware. Yeah, like, it's that whole chicken thing, like bird thing, where you can, like, move a bird around and their head's always in the same fucking position, you know, until you, like, you know, really move them. Chicken head. Any word when they're going to blow up the rest of the bridge? I don't have any of that. I haven't really heard much on that.
I saw them working on something on it a couple weeks ago, but besides that, I have no idea. I would like to know. I'm sure there'll be a flight restriction up when it does that because they don't want any extra fucking Wi-Fi signals in the area for sure. But we can always check out the aftermath. You like the Atari stream there, Josh? Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time playing Atari a little bit here and there. We've done that. God, we did that, what, about a year ago? Yeah, we'll probably do it again. It's fun to pull out the old tech and remember where we came from. At some point, I may try to really dive into it to try and kind of polish up the image. To get with some, like, high-tech, like, really deep Atari nerds and be like, here's my signal. What do you think we can do with it? You know, like, here's my video output. Like, trying to figure out if they know where on the board I would need to tweak things to just give it a little bit of a cleaner signal. Because you can get a relatively good signal out of an old 2600. You just, you know, at this point, it's 45, 44 years old. Like, there's some age components on there. All the caps are fresh. I replaced all them, what, 2 years ago? 2 or 3, well, 3 years ago? But nothing else was replaced. So I'm kind of wondering what else would help with that. I saw a video of a hawk or something where its head was staying completely still while the rest of it was flapping around, like fuck, staying in the air. Yeah, birds got that thing where, like, you can just, their heads just lock into, like, this space in reality, and their bodies can just flop all over the place. What's up, Morrison? How you doing? Seems so long ago that the bridge was knocked down. Yeah, it was, what, 1 year and a couple weeks, 1 year and a couple weeks ago. Well, yeah, actually, it was the day we did the live stream with the car, so it was a week and a half ago. Had it been a year. But yeah, it was the same day, actually, because I remember saying that in the beginning of the stream. Damn, there's still old bridge left. Well, you got, there's the 2 main ramps leading up to, like, the bridgey part of the bridge. Like, there's the 2 supported, I guess they would call it, like, the supported bridges that just got the things underneath them. And then the actual suspended part of the bridge with all the cables and trussing and shit, that's what fell in. So they got to get rid of the ramp part of it. And on one side, there's still, you know, like the shit that's in the water that needs to get out of the way. Like, the, you know, part of the support they knocked down. And on the other side, the full support is still there. But it's all got to get out of the way for the new bridge, because they're apparently just going to do all new supports on everything and not reuse any of it, which obviously good idea, especially since this bridge is going to be 45 feet taller, so that they don't have to, like, when they're bringing in the port cranes. I mean, the 1 year they had at the lowest tide, what I call, like, super low tide. Like, every once in a while, the low tide is really fucking low. And whenever they bring cranes in, new cranes into the port to unload the shipping containers, you know, they got to bring it in on super low tide. And they generally have between 6 and 18 inches of clearance to the fucking bridge itself. Like, with a crane that is meant to unload gigantic fucking shipping ships, cargo ships. So it's not fucking little, and it's not lightweight, and if they hit each other, they're fucking each other up really good. So did I miss something here? Oh, that was weird. But so yeah, the extra 45 feet will be nice, and then they'll be able to fit the super ultra holy fuck big boats in here, and it may bring more commerce to Baltimore, because bigger boats mean more people, you know, more business, more housing, yada yada. So hopefully that'll work out in our favor. Of course, it also means bigger fucking union at the port, which is like a fucking shit show, but it's whatever. That's whatever. At this point, everybody's doing everything they possibly can to make everything that's sitting on the store shelves cost 5 times as much as it cost 4 years ago. So fuck it. There goes the rest of our 20% of the American dream money that we make. Fuck. Wow, there's some shit going down on SE right now. I'm seeing all these kill feed notifications pop up. Guess someone's going after a cargo drop. Phew. Okay. All of that. Let's see. Benji says, it sure is. I've seen people use CAD to design a PCB for just 2 components and then upload to a PCB manufacturer. That seems like a lot of work, using CAD for a 2-component board. Like, I feel like that could be done a lot easier. What's Pianoman talking about? What show? What are we looking at? Something about a shoe. But message retracted. Okay, hopefully that wasn't whatever you're saying about the shoe. Oh, there it is. There's a new show on Netflix called Adolescence. Each hour-long show was filmed in a continuous shot on a DJI Ronin camera, run upstairs perfectly smooth, not hooked to the operator. That's cool. DJI, like, they're fucking gyros and gimbals. Like, they don't fuck around with them. They are really good. I mean, I've showed you, with Mavis. You can take Mavis, just about do backflips with her, and like you can't see the camera wiggle. Like, yeah, I would absolutely, especially I know that's one of their better cameras. Oh, wow, it is 8:07. It's just about time to move on down that old dusty trail, I think. Let me see something here. Oh, that's weird. What the? There we go. Let me take a look at something real quick. All right. Okay. Let's see. The DJI camera, you can run or jog or run with it, and it's smilk as smooth. Smooth as silk. Yeah. I love DJI gimbal action. Zap Sparky, I have a AA nickel metal hydroxide battery charging. It's making a popping sound every few seconds. Isn't that the little safety valve when it's like charged? It's supposed to, I guess, overcharge. It starts popping a valve or something, like an overpressure valve. I think that's it. Funny you should say that I made a little light delay. You should say I made a little delay light for my dad's old car many years ago. I think that was on a PCB. Still have it somewhere. I might put it on the bench next time I send in a pic. That's cool. It's actually something you create. That's good. I always like to see creations. In all fairness, we never should have signed free trade agreements in the 90s. I don't really see the point in all that, because all we're doing is, it's literally one pocket out of another. Hey, I'm going to send you $100 worth of profit. You got to give me 20 bucks. Okay, well, I'm going to send you $100 worth of product. You're going to give me 20 bucks. Okay, well, I'm going to send, like, that's fucking dumb. There's got to be a better way to make that work. Tariffs and all this taxes, and like, there's got to be, well, you just want a fucking exchange some goddamn goods so we can sell it. Like, it's got to be a better way to make that work. Ugh. I don't know. Lockwatcher saying to Pianoman, you seemed to enjoy the insertion and bending of components. I bet he does. I bet he does. Pianoman says to Benji, I copied a couple like that to make sure they worked and then put them on a board. 555 timers for LEDs. Yeah, I have a bag of like 255 55s downstairs. They'll probably go bad before I ever get to use them. The charger had just finished charging and the pops have stopped. No explosion tonight. Yes, that is good. That is good. Celtic, yeah, sounds like it's venting. Your charge rate may be too high for the cell. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Higher charge rate. Yeah, like the chargers for the igniters for the single cell, even the LiPo one, they're all, what's it, 1.2 volts at 230, and one of them's, and the other two are 250 milliamp hours. Like you really just want to trickle charge the fuck out of nickel metal hydroxide. Isn't that the point of the free trade agreements? Two sides agreeing not to tax some stuff customers want. Yeah, that's it's just silly that we have to do this, but we still get even it's I don't know. My God, I just don't see the point of we sending each other money back and forth. Like we'll just pay to get it over there. Here, do your thing. You pay to get your shit here. We'll pay to get our shit there. Call it fucking good. Holy crap. I don't know. Ow. What is going on down there? Sorry. Things sticking to things. Whew. The battery's just making room for more power. Yeah, it's clearing out the extra space there. That's above your pay grade, C2S. Yeah, it's apparently above everybody's pay grade. I don't know. Rob likes to keep his tip nice and clean. He's got some good stuff for it, too. I bet you like to keep it nice, clean, and polished there, don't you, Rob? There's a whole book on stuff you can make from 555s. It's quite bewildering, to be frank. I know I've seen that book, or at least a book of it. I might even own it. I think that may have been what triggered me to buy that big ass bag of 555s for like $2 years and years ago. Why do we need to change? There shouldn't be to change. Shouldn't there be free trade? It's 3 times the cost for me to ship my hot sauces overseas. Yeah, it's insane. Like I understand, like I mean, there are going to be shipping costs. I can see there being shipping costs with like personal shipping. You know, if you're not sending a fucking container, you know, on a shipping cargo ship, then yeah, I mean, obviously like UPS and FedEx are going to need to charge. But as far as getting goods onto shelves in stores, like we need to just fucking stop with that shit. And something to remember is all those goods, they aren't going to singularly and in themselves at that given time that the boat is being loaded will not fill that boat. So extra space can easily be allotted for shipping personal items, just like they do on planes. Basically, they fill a commercial plane and then like non-commercial stuff, they stuff the rest of it in there, which usually there's plenty of room kind of thing. That way there's slightly less dedicated flights, and yeah, every plane is stuffed as much as it can be for efficiency. But charging as much as they fucking do, like when I'm trying to send a t-shirt, a $15 t-shirt to someone, and I gotta pay $50 fucking dollars to ship it, and then $30 fucking dollars in VAT when it gets there, like that's some go fuck yourself kind of bullshit. That's what needs to fucking stop. That's corruption in fucking government, just letting everybody get away with it, and including that VAT bullshit. Like, that's just straight up fucking corruption. You can give me no goddamn explanation why you need to charge more over top of what I've already paid for shipping. That's just straight up fucking government corruption, and it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, the fucking US doesn't even do some dumb shit like that, and the EU government finds ways to fucking justify it. Like, fuck me, that is some dumb, corrupt, stupid shit. That whole VAT fucking thing. God. Anyway, I guess we'll go here till our next, it's 4:20 somewhere in about 4.5-ish minutes. And then I am going to go deal with some food. Definitely can't wait to have that big ass baked potato later tonight. That'll be pretty wicked. That's not as much about general politics there, Delta Mike. Is just acknowledging the fact that the system itself, no matter what color, like I said, no matter what color tie you're wearing, the whole system is fucked for us. It doesn't matter what color tie you're wearing, how fucking good your hair looks, or any of that bullshit. Whether you started with honesty and integrity in mind, by the time you're in there for more than fucking 5 seconds, it's all about how much money you can get in your fucking pocket. Nobody gives a fuck about the people they're representing anymore, unless there's a way to get more money for them. It's pretty fucking obvious. Like, it just, you got people in fucking cities that are at poverty, fucking homeless everywhere, and motherfucking congressmen giving themselves fucking 20% raises all the time. Like, they can go fuck themselves. I'm tired of the government shit. Like, all of it. I don't know, like I said, that don't matter. Just all of it. They can all just go fuck themselves. And how do we fix it? I have no fucking idea. Like, we'd have to fucking start all the way over, and how the fuck do we do that? Electron box. With the kitty. Oh, like they're all hanging out together. Look at those little happy kitties hanging together. Thank you, Electron Box, for happy kitty pictures. It's always good to see kitties getting along. I can't wait till like the dude starts hopefully ever gets along with the other cats. Like, he really wants to. Like, he's just very eager and trying to like rub up against them, like to say hi. And they're like, yo, you need to back the fuck up. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, better late than never. That's fine, Electron Box. It's always good to see the kitties. Timing is not critical, generally speaking. Yeah, it's the thing that fucks me off. Says, people who see someone doing something for someone else and thinking, whoa, I need to profit from this. Exactly. And that's all it is. That's all it is. The nice people get flushed out because the fucking money people step in, and there you go. Yeah, that's like I said, American dream. 20 to 25% of what you actually earn while working. Like, it's pretty sad that out of the $4,900 that YouTube paid me from all of y'all, thank you, to help support the projects, that they took almost $2,000 of it. Well, they took $1,998 of it. Like, holy shit. And you wonder why poor people are so fucking poor. I made less than $5,000 and they still took 40% of it. Like, what? Jesus Christ. And just make sure somebody's fucking yacht gets properly maintained. That's all. That's all that's going towards. Why is this charge cord sitting here? What is this out of? Did I open something today with a USB-C cord? Oh, that's for the gimbal. Oh, I don't mind paying some taxes, but like, for fuck's sake, like, I'd like to have some of it for myself. And there's Zenzinger gifting 20 memberships. Much appreciated. Let's see. Oh, we got a whole bunch of welcome backs here. Delta Mike, Uncle Dunkson, Fixer69, MK, Matty Rifleman, Matthew Jones, JSS Wizard, Outrageous Otis, Morpheus, Steve Adlers, John Billy, Crusher, Andy Gaines, Casper, JB, Becca, Silver Tape, and Mark Gibson. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. we all appreciate helping out with the channel, especially after that big fucking tax hit. We got to refill the coffers a little bit, so definitely appreciate that. And it's 420 somewhere, so cheers. Speaking of green. All right, so tomorrow at my time noon, so 5 p.m. Europe, UK-ish time, like, you know, Biscuit Head time. It's not going to be a super long stream, I wouldn't think, but we'll be doing some load testing on the CyberPower UPS. I want to get as many incandescent bulbs as I can together so we can do, I'm hoping to get like a 500 watt load on it, so we're not sitting here for hours load testing this thing. But it only has it has two 12-volt batteries in it. They're most likely 8 or 9 amp hour batteries, so it shouldn't last super long time. They're 24 volts, so it's, you know, they don't double. We'll give out a load test, record it, send the results, and probably the video link to CyberPower. And let's see what happens. So yeah, that'll be around noon tomorrow, and then I'm going to try to do a scum stream tomorrow. But I'm also going to try and bleed my brakes tomorrow, which kind of takes precedence over the scum. So we'll see how that goes, and I might do a scum stream tomorrow afternoon, evening-ish, or whatever. Run around on Meat Grinder. And go that, Soldier Girl, get a burrito or something. Fucking right. God. I wish Chipotle hadn't kind of flushed themselves down the tubes, because back in the day, they had the best motherfucking football-sized burritos. But they're all a bunch of pretentious fucking pricks that cheap you out nowadays. I don't know. We're gonna have to find a good place to get some good fucking burrito again. God damn. And thanks. Yeah, I guess thanks again there, Ed. Much appreciated. All right. What does orange head signify? Orange head? Probably the current president. I mean, he's pretty orange. I don't know. And then there's that annoying orange from, what, 15 years ago? Something like that. They had burritos as big as sports ball. No, like, that was they were like the size of fucking, like, Nerf. Like, you know, like your little Nerf footballs that, you know, are quite full size. Like, they were the size of a goddamn Nerf football, but they were as heavy as a fucking dumbbell. You know, like, they'd hand you your burrito, you'd fucking, like, you'd almost fall over. And it was like cheap as shit. But now they're expensive as fuck. They have less food. It doesn't taste as good. And everybody, most of the people, I'm not going to say everybody, but most of the people that work there are pretentious assholes. So, I don't know. Latin, I mean, it almost makes sense. They're fucking owned by McDonald's. Just in case you didn't know, Chipotle is owned by McDonald's. So the fact that everything's going down the hill kind of doesn't surprise me. But, yeah, I think I'm going to go do some food, do some prep for that baked potato, and go find as many incandescent light bulbs as I can. I think I still got 1 or 2 100 watters, but I'm going to have them like on an extension cord somewhere on the other side of the room so that it's not completely blinding to us tomorrow. Oh, tater totted up. All right, so again, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me this evening. Always enjoy it. I'll release the link for that stream shortly for the tomorrow's stream. So, you know, stick around. There'll probably be a couple minutes. But yeah, so I'll see some of you tomorrow. I'll see some of you Wednesday. And I'll see y'all on Saturday. So, again, appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate everybody that donated this evening for the channel fundage. And you have yourselves a good evening. So, be groovy to each other. And I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.